Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks since I uploaded a video. It's actually been a while since I've even filmed anything because the last video that I uploaded was pre-filmed. So I actually haven't filmed anything since I finished doing my spookathon vlogs. I kind of just took like a mini break from YouTube. Honestly, it was like a break from the internet in general. The past couple weeks have been kind of hectic for me. Some of you who've watched like my old videos might know that I had a dog named Lady who I've had since I was like 7 or 8 years old. Unfortunately, at the end of October, we had to put her down and it was really hard. So for a while, I just really didn't want to be on camera. So now I'm back and I thought we could just do a little chill book haul. I have a lot of fun content planned this month, but it is the type of videos where I have to read books in order to do them, and I haven't been reading anything because I've been so busy. So I will start with the ones that were sent to me. I actually don't have a lot of books that were sent to me, but the first one is Dark and Deepest Red by Anne-Marie McLemore. This was sent to me by Fierce Reads. They actually sent this along with like 5 or 6 other arcs, and none of them were ones that I was interested in, so I gave them away. But this one I am so excited about because I read a book by this author earlier in the year and I absolutely loved it, so I want to read all the rest of her books. So I don't actually know that much about the plot of this book. I do know that it is queer, as most of her books tend to be, and it has something to do with magic and witchcraft. It takes place in the 1500s in France. The next 2 books that were sent to me are part of a series. They sent me the whole trilogy, but I've only received the first 2 books so far. I don't really know how to say this, but it is the Iscari series. The first one is The Last Name Sarah, and the second book is The Caged Queen. And from doing a little bit of research, I have found out that this is a fantasy series of standalones. So each of these books follows a different character in this world, but there is like a continuing storyline. And the main character in the first book is a dragon slayer, and her family has betrothed her to a very cruel man, and the only way that she can gain her freedom is to slay the fiercest, most dangerous dragon in the world. I am definitely excited to start the series. I really like the covers and how they're just like super shiny. But yeah, let me know if you guys have read these. I really haven't heard that many people talking about them. So those were the books that were sent to me. Oh, okay, wait, this one I won in a Goodreads giveaway. I pretty much like once a week check the Goodreads giveaways and I enter like all the ones for books that I've heard of before. And I've never won anything, but then I won a book. And it turns out it was one that I'm no longer interested in. So yay for me. But the book that I won is Don't You Forget About Me by Mahiri McFarlane. And originally I was very intrigued by this book. It looked like a cute rom-com romance, but since then I haven't seen the greatest reviews, and most people that I've seen have said that it is not a romance and that it's deceiving. Everything about the synopsis and the blurbs for this book leads me to believe it's a romance. Hey, oh my god, that scared me so much. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Okay, moving on to the books that I have purchased. First, I have very exciting news. Well, it might only be exciting to me, but whatever. So you guys know how I was a Book of the Month YA affiliate. And I really love Book of the Month as a company, and I've subscribed to the regular Book of the Month service for about 3 years now, and I love it. It's my favorite book subscription service. So when Book of the Month YA reached out to me to be an affiliate, I was excited to partner with them, but I just haven't really been loving the book selections. I just always prefer their adult selections to their young adult selections. I feel like you could tell in my videos, like when I showed the Book of the Month book and then the Book of the Month YA book, I was always much more excited about the one that I got from the regular Book of the Month. So I contacted them and said that I no longer was going to be an affiliate, and they asked if instead I wanted to just switch and become a regular Book of the Month affiliate. So I'm now a Book of the Month affiliate. I feel like I'm saying the words Book of the Month so many times. I'm sorry. Long story short, I'm now a regular Book of the Month affiliate, and you can use my link and a coupon code that I have in the description if you want to get your book of the month book for $9.99. It's a really great deal, honestly, especially for the adult service, because adult books are expensive, more expensive than YA books. And so getting a brand new hardcover adult book for $9.99 is a steal. Even their non-discounted price, which is $14.99, is still so much cheaper. But anyways, that leads me to this book. So this was the October book that I got before I became an affiliate, and that was Fate of the Fallen by Kel Cade. I did talk about this in maybe it was one of my Spookathon videos. I don't really remember, but I am so excited about this book. It's probably the book that is the #1 at the top of my TBR. This is an adult fantasy that follows two best friends. One of them has been prophesized to be this chosen one. He is fated to go on a quest that is going to save the world, and so this book follows him and his best friend going on that quest, but he ends up failing and he can't actually do whatever the quest was, and it's up to his best friend, sidekick, to save the day. I'm just very excited about it. It sounds great. Sneak peek to maybe one of the videos that I'm filming this month. Might be reading this. I don't know, you'll have to wait and see. I should be getting my November book soon. The one that I picked was Ninth House. It was supposed to be delivered today, but it hasn't come yet. This next one I have already read and I gave it 5 stars. It might end up being one of my favorite books of the year. I don't know yet. I just really loved it. That is Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. And actually, I just saw today on Twitter that this was optioned for a television series, which I really think this could make a good TV show. But basically, this is a YA horror. Not basically in this town, there is an old like urban legend about this girl named Lucy Gallows. She is trapped on this mysterious road that only opens up one time a year, and anyone who goes onto this mysterious road disappears. The main character's sister is actually one of those people who a year prior went onto the road and vanished. So the main character gathers her closest friends and they find themselves on the road and they end up getting trapped. In order to escape, all you have to do is continue walking down the road, but there are rules and obstacles and tricks. The road doesn't actually want you to escape, so it tries to trick everybody. It is just so creepy, so weird. At no point did I ever have any idea where the book was going or what was gonna happen next. This also, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that the main like romance in this book was female-female, and the romance wasn't like a huge part of the plot, but it did involve the main character, so I really enjoyed that. So the next book that I got is The Last Wish, which is the first book in the Witcher series, which I definitely will be reading soon because I want to read at least the first book, if not a couple books in the series, before the Netflix show comes out in December. So I am very unfamiliar with Witcher. I've never played the video games. I know like the general plot of the book, like I know what it's about just because I've heard so many people talk about it, but other than that I'm very unfamiliar with it, so I am excited to get into the books. The next book is one that literally was not on my radar at all, and then all of a sudden it became one of the books that I'm most excited for, and that is The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. This book just sounds so cool and so weird. It says, books that aren't finished by their authors reside in the library of the unwritten in hell. But when restless characters who emerge from those unfinished stories escape, it is up to the librarian to track them down and keep the collection complete. So this follows a woman named Claire, who is the head librarian of the unwritten in hell. And that is where unfinished stories go. Her job is to keep an eye on the unfinished characters who keep trying to escape their stories. And when the hero of a story escapes his book to track down the author, Claire must track him down to bring him back to the library. But everything goes wrong when they are attacked by a vicious angel who thinks that they have some book that is used as a weapon. I just realized it's blurbed by Seanan McGuire. Okay, what did she say? She said The Good Place meets Law and Order. I'm so excited to read this, you guys. The last 3 books that I have, I got at Half Price Books. I took my friends there when they were visiting and I got 3 books. The first one is The Cruel Prince, and you're probably thinking, Riley, don't you already own that? And the answer is yes, I do, but this is the black Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and they had a ton of these and it was only $8, so I just decided to get one because I have the black edition of The Wicked King and I've really been wanting the matching one of The Cruel Prince. And I do know that Barnes & Noble is doing a restock soon, but I just knew that this was probably cheaper and it's in perfect condition. So I thought, why not? I think actually all three of us bought these. The next book that I got is one that was recommended to me many times. I can't remember what video it was, but I was talking about how I really love romances where two characters who hate each other are forced to get married. And a lot of people recommended this one. So that is The Winter King by C.L. Wilson. And it's about a princess who is forced to marry the enemy king. And the part of the synopsis that just totally sold me, it says, her marriage to Winter Craig's icy king was supposed to be a terrible punishment, but instead offers her first taste of freedom and her first taste of overwhelming passion. And I do know that this author is fairly popular. I hear about her books a lot. I know that she has a couple different fantasy romance series. And then the last book that I got this because in October I read another book by this author and I gave it 5 stars. It's probably gonna be one of my favorites of the year. And so I saw this one and I decided to pick it up, and that is Alice by Christina Henry. I read The Girl in Red by Christina Henry, which was a post-apocalyptic retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, and it was incredible. So this is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. I am very excited to read this. I know that she also has another one that is a retelling of Peter Pan. This sounds really great as well. So those are all the books that I've gotten recently. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!